Welcome to our podcast about murder mystery. Ooh. It's Sadie, Sophie, and Shayar.
Okay.
Triple threat.
Triple threat.
S cubed.
What?
S.
Oh.
I'm quick like that.
Funky.
Funky.
That's That's cute.
So you determine who's going first.
Okay, so Sadie, I think you're going first.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Sadie, take it away.
Okay. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Okay, so I did mine on Samuel Little.
We also do part-time ASMR.
Yeah, I kind of, yeah. Okay, so Samuel Little. He was born on June 7th, 1940 in Reynoldsville, Georgia. You know,
Georgia?
how people are born
Go Dogs!
in a place, yeah. He called his mother a lady in the night, which I think demonstrates their relationship pretty well.
I don't want to picture it.
Yeah,
I don't want to picture it.
you never really want to call your mom that. He moved. Also, I can never say anything correctly, so if I pronounce something wrong, don't attack me. Okay,
Don't
so
come for us in the comments.
yeah, don't come for me. Then they moved to Lorain, Ohio, and then I think this is where his grandmother lived because it said like he lived with his grandmother. I think because like the whole lady in the night thing wasn't working out for him.
I can see why.
Yeah, I think he just I gotta go. So he attended Hawthorne Junior High School, and he had problems with discipline and achievement. So slippery slope.
It is snowball effect.
In 1975, while still in high school, he was arrested for the first time and convicted for breaking and entering into property in Nebraska. Okay,
Wait.
this is where it gets kind of weird.
I thought he lived in Ohio.
Yeah, he does.
So he was in Nebraska.
They don't really,
Nebraska, Ohio.
yeah. So this guy just kind of, it's quite,
I mean, I take my summer trips to Nebraska. Do you not?
yeah, I don't know. It's quite odd, right?
A little.
So he drove to Nebraska.
Yeah,
To break in some-
yeah, which is really far.
I mean, what is in Nebraska?
Yeah, especially Omaha, Nebraska.
That's probably the only place in Nebraska.
That's
that I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably the only relevant place in Nebraska,
Yeah.
if even.
Yeah.
Omaha, don't they make steaks?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It sounds familiar. And after this, he was held in an institution for juvenile offenders. Makes sense. In the late 1960s, he moved to Florida where he lived with his mother again.
The lover of the night.
The lover of the night. They might have, come together. She might have,
I mean, was he an adult at this point?
I think
Yeah.
18, but then,
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's basically our age. Because it says he then worked as an ambulance attendant and then a cemetery worker. Okay.
That's very different.
And they're also involving, like, death-related careers.
Well, you think in ambulance, you go from wanting to save people
yeah.
to working with the dead ones. So
Yeah. It's quite odd. Right?
Yeah.
Especially because he didn't even graduate high school, so how
Oh,
did
he
he...
did it.
Yeah, how do you become an ambulance
Yeah,
worker?
there's a lot of red flags. And then cemetery, that's... Who
Ugh.
wants... No.
Ugh.
Our age, too.
Ugh.
Quite... What do you
They could throw pretty cool parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's just...
Ugh.
This is gonna go well. So, they didn't really specify, but he spent most of his time on the streets engaging in petty theft and, the usual.
The usual.
The usual. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't commit petty theft?
But he was arrested in 1961 and sentenced to 3 years in prison for breaking into a furniture store in Ohio. So, like,
He's
where
back in
his
Ohio.
grandmother was.
So he's been to 4 states so far?
Yeah, just you
I
wait.
thought they were with his mother.
He did, but now,
So he went back just around.
yeah.
He was visiting grandma's house.
Yeah.
I see.
Something I found interesting was he took up boxing in jail and considered himself a prize fighter.
Oh.
We got a Michael B. Jordan on the loose.
I thought that was quite, I feel like
Grade 3.
it's kind of weird to like. It's a weird thing to take up and then say like, oh yeah, I'm a prize fighter. Jail. Let's see. He was released in 1964 and moved from state to state, still involved with robbery and theft. Okay, this is where things start getting a little interesting. By 1975, Little was arrested 26 times in 11 states for crimes including theft, assault, attempted rape, fraud, attacks, and attacks on government officials. What?
How can they let you out that many times?
Yeah.
26 times. They're like, you tried to rape
Yeah.
your neighbor,
Yeah.
but we'll give you a chance.
And this is before his murder stuff, so he was already,
Ooh.
you know,
In 11 years.
yeah,
Did all that.
it's pretty impressive. I don't know. By 1982, he was arrested in Pascagoula,
Yeah.
Mississippi. Okay, he was arrested in Mississippi and charged with the murder of 22-year-old prostitute Linda Lapre. Why did I say it like that? Lapre, who had gone missing in September that year. So this is when the murdering starts. And, you know, just can't stop.
Like you said, it's a slippery slope.
Slippery slope. Grand jury declined to indict of the murder of Lapre. And he also got acquitted from Mont's murder due to the distrust of witness testimonies. So he had two things going on. He had, you know, and he got away with it, basically.
Both of them?
Yeah. So they're like, you can go.
Whatever.
So in 1984, he moves to California, San Diego area.
This guy loves to move.
Yeah.
He does love
How
to
does he
move.
get that's a
the
lot of
funds?
That's a
Yeah.
lot of
petty
money.
theft.
Petty
Yeah.
theft. He's like, you know what this money can get? This is gas money that can take me from Ohio to Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. In 1984, he was arrested for attacking and beating two prostitutes, which he was sentenced to 2.5 years in
What
prison.
does he have against prostitutes?
I don't know. Oh, lover or
Of the
lady in the
night.
night. Lady in the night.
Oh, so his mother must have.
You
Yeah.
can't get a prostitute
I
during the
get
day.
Not legally.
Not.
I mean, like it's still. So, wait,
You can't get it during the night legally.
Wait, it's so legal. It's just like it's hard to say. It's a lot harder in the daytime. I'll tell you. This.
Well, not legally.
Okay. we get
It's
it.
still legal. It's harder to do in the daytime.
I'm glad that we're on the same page now.
Okay, so he was released in 1987 and moved to LA, where he continued murdering many people.
Nice.
He was arrested on September 5th, 2012, in Louisville,
2012?
Kentucky. Yeah. So he's in Kentucky now. Don't know why.
You left?
Yeah, he left. And thanks to DNA testing, he was linked to the killing of Carol Elford, killed on July 13th, 1987. Guadalupe Apodaca?
Where are you reading?
Apodaca? Apodaca. I can't. Killed on September 3rd, 1987, and Audrey Nelson killed on August 14th, 1989. I can't.
So he went.
Those were all from the LA area.
He went from not being charged
Yeah.
and all of those got charged in 2012.
Yeah.
Even though they happened in the
So
80s.
he was arrested in Kentucky, but it was linked back to all three of those murders were in LA.
Okay.
So he basically
Wait, so he
ditched.
went back to Kentucky even after going to LA?
Well, he was living in LA, remember? And then he said he got arrested in Kentucky
Oh,
because they were like, "Yo, hold up, this guy."
Yo, hold up.
He kind of like Ted Bundy.
I mean, but that was like 30 years later.
Yeah.
Like-
But he just wait. He
Oh.
keeps going. You'd think they'd catch him.
The balls of these guys.
I know. I just don't. He was charged for the murders in the beginning of 2013 in LA. So on September 25th, 2014, Little was found guilty and was sentenced to life imprisonment without possibility of parole. Little continued to insist on his innocence. So at this point, they're like, oh, he did these murders, like, it's bad. just you wait.
It's bad.
He was-
murdered 3 prostitutes.
Yeah, just you wait.
Not during the day.
Yeah.
It's bad.
So, okay. So basically, after, life in jail for the rest of his life, he basically decided, you know what? I'm just going to come forward. So, in total, Little was tested for the involvement of 60 murders of women committed in many U.S. territories, and starting in November 2018, so this is recently, he started confessing to many murders. Like, so this is very recently. I don't know if Mr. Rohr is going to be happy about that, but it started a while ago. So on November 27, 2018, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, announced that it had confirmed 34 of Little's confessions and was working to match the remainder of Little's confessions to known murders or suspicious deaths. So this is still going on. He was basically doing this in exchange for a transfer out of the LA County Prison. I mean, they always want something more, right?
Where does he want to go?
I don't know. They don't. He just don't want out of here.
He just wants out.
Who knows? Okay, and one of his included confessions was a previous cold case homicide in Prince George's County, Maryland, previously one of only 2 homicide cases in that county which unidentified victims. So,
I'm glad he came forward.
yeah, but it makes you think, like, Maryland, where did he get that little Prince George's County? Also, I have a picture. This is where the death happened.
Insert here.
Okay, so basically this is him back in the day and him now. So,
Insert here.
yeah. Okay, I'm almost done. In December 2018, Little was indicted for strangling Linda Sue Boards, 23, to death in May 1981 in Warren County, Kentucky. So another Kentucky. So in
This man's
total,
been everywhere.
yeah, just you wait. Okay, so these are all the states. Okay.
I'm ready. I got my
Okay.
fingers. I'm counting.
Okay, Florida, Maryland, Ohio, Georgia, Louisiana, Tennessee, Texas, Illinois, Mississippi, South Carolina, Kentucky, Arkansas, California, and Arizona.
That's 14.
So this is basically it mapped out.
That's crazy.
So,
He didn't like Montana. Or
yeah.
like the Dakotas.
Just like the
Yeah.
Midwest.
But this also does not include his history before murder. Remember the whole Nebraska
that's
thing?
true.
All the rape and beating stuff.
Yeah.
So these are just his murder. He liked everything.
Yeah, he was... Okay, we're about to get to the creepier part. This was near the end. So most of his women, as I was researching,
They were all women.
yeah, were black females in their 20s.
Is there a reason why?
I'm assuming it has to do with his mother in some way.
That would make a lot of sense.
Some were white, some were Hispanic, but most of them were, like, I'm going to say 90% were in their 20s, African American. So
So it looks like
he has a
had-
type.
He had some mommy issues.
Yeah, he did. I think that's why I included that. Lady
Lover
in the
of the
night.
night, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? I think it's starting
maybe
to...
that's why he didn't get his prostitutes during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to include this. Little uses a wheelchair, though. I can't say that word right.
A wheelchair?
Wheelchair?
A wheelchair?
Wheelchair? I should have included that. I should have noticed what I word.
Wheelchair.
Wheelchair?
Wheel.
Wheelchair.
Say wheel.
Wheel.
Chair.
But it's a wheelchair. I can't. And he suffers from...
I can't tell. Are you serious or not?
I am. I should have known it was one of my trigger words. Wheelchair.
Wheelchair. Wheelchair. Wheelchair.
Go get me that wheelchair. You were saying, go get me that wheelchair? What?
Yes, wheelchair.
Too much
It's like,
emphasis.
yeah, it's a wheelchair.
It's just wheelchair.
It's a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it. It's like when I say while, but I say wow.
Everyone says wow.
Like,
Wow.
Wow.
wow, do this. Remember Mr. Lynch would be like, it's wild?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Wow.
As long as you know what I'm saying.
But like, wheelchair?
Wheelchair?
Witcher?
Anyways, he uses a wheelchair.
And he suffers from diabetes
Okay.
and a heart
He
condition.
deserves that.
And he's still in the LA County Jail. But this is the kicker. The creepiest part of this whole
Kicker,
thing.
I love the kicker.
In order for him to link, I want to say this? In order for him to link who he's murdered to like other people, he draws every single person that he's killed. But like
he has her face
many years after, yeah. So that's creepy.
Smart
Okay.
man.
Okay. So these are some of the drawings.
Oh, it's actually good.
Yeah. But
What?
yeah, these are some of them. But look, you notice there's like a pattern.
Yeah.
But look, here's some comparisons.
Yeah,
So like
fine.
he's pretty. I mean, he's trying his best, but just think about how many years have passed.
Yeah.
Because he didn't draw them.
And they're not like people that he like knew well, that he was
Yeah. So
seeing.
probably like random people
Just
he met.
random people that he was
Yeah.
killing.
That's crazy that he memorized their
Do you have,
face.
Like a photographic memory or something?
I don't know.
I think so.
Still, but that was like 30 years later.
Oh, here's
Yeah.
another one. The picture is kind of blurry,
Oh my
but
God.
like, do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
That's
How.
crazy.
But you only started drawing them recently because he didn't.
So
He didn't confess
it's been
until.
like 40 years then, almost 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine drawing someone you saw for one night 40 years ago.
I probably can't even
Yeah,
draw
man.
my mom, and I see her almost every day.
Yeah. That's how
can't
sick
draw
he is
myself.
that he just remembers
Yeah.
their face while he's
Wow.
killing them.
Ugh.
So,
So he's alive.
yeah, he's alive.
And we're doing a podcast about someone who's alive who might get out and kill us.
Yeah.
Great.
Luckily, we're safe until our 20s.
Yeah. And we're not.
You're probably safe for life.
Yeah, you're safe for
I'll
life.
say.
Yeah, you're safe.
Yeah.
Well, jeez.
So that was Samuel Little, who still is alive in LA.
You know what we should do? Call him up.
Oh my gosh.
We should go interview
Let's
him.
get an interview.
Aurora, fly us to LA.
It's an
Inside
emergency.
the look with Samuel Little.
Maybe he'll draw us. I don't know if I want
I don't want him
that.
to draw me.
Yeah,
I'll
that'd be
pass.
I can't draw someone just by memory. I need that picture.
I want a portrait done by Samuel Little.
But imagine him like starting to confess, and he goes, "I need some supplies." And I'm like, "What?" And he's
They
like,
sit down, they turn on the tape recorder.
"Give me colored pencils."
I'll only confess if you give me colored
But look,
pencils.
he started confessing in November. Look how many he's drawn.
Yeah, he's been busy. I mean, what's up? What else is he gonna do?
That's
Box?
true. This girl's blue.
What?
Must have been
That's
strangled.
probably, yeah, she looked like, yeah, she got strangled, yeah.
Why is she
Oh.
blue? Or maybe she was an avatar.
That's what I'm saying.
You know.
That's how she looked after he strangled her with the extension cord.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed.
I did enjoy.
Samuel Little.
I'm excited to hear yours.
I'm excited to tell it.
And
good night.
Good night. So yeah,
We need a stew.
ours are.
stew. So, today, I have a story for you guys.
Oh, I'm excited.
How are you?
I wonder what it could be about.
I wonder.
A murder?
So, I'll tell you guys a story today about a man named Joseph Metheny.
What a last name.
What a last name.
Meth. Thinny.
So he was born March 2nd in 1955 in Baltimore, Maryland. You know, our good old local Baltimore, Maryland.
Love me some Baltimore.
He unfortunately, well, maybe not unfortunately, he died August 5th, 2017. So, the story of Mr. Joseph Metheny, you know, he was a normal, not too normal. He was a good old Maryland guy. He had a wife and a child who was 6 the last time he saw him. So,
last time.
so his wife, actually, was actually addicted to crack,
I hate it when that happens.
unfortunately.
That's the worst.
Crack cocaine.
Real epidemic.
It's pretty tough, that one.
That one's hard to overcome.
It's pretty tough.
That's like the worst.
And this wife ran away
She ran
with their
away.
6-year-old son.
Oh, what a tragedy.
So this, as you said, yeah.
Well, we'll see.
As you said, this tragedy really sent Metheny into a whole craze.
Metheny. I like
Metheny. Now let me give you a little background on Joseph Metheny here. He was a 500-pound lumber factory worker. 500 pounds, okay? 500 pounds of meat. Okay?
that. I don't know with that image.
And he was also very known to have a quick temper. So, having a crack wife.
Recipe
it's
for
snap.
disaster.
So, he was arrested December of 1996 for the crimes of both rape and murder.
Horrible.
Horrible. So,
That's pretty bad.
he viciously raped, murdered, and dismembered drug-addicted prostitutes and homeless people while trying to find his wife. So basically, after his wife ran away with their 6-year-old son, he went into a whole... And it was like an adventure, like
Did she
Find Nemo.
Did she just assume they were homeless? In
guess.
Baltimore?
I guess. He was
Oh, because of the crack.
the crack.
She wouldn't get fired.
Yeah. Well, that was his
Wouldn't
point
he
exactly.
recognize his wife?
Well, his
he was just
exact point
angry.
was that, I know she has an addiction. There's no way she's getting far because she's gonna have to go back to her dealers.
So he was just kind of angry
He was very angry.
that he'd stumble upon them.
So
Quite a
he would
interesting
search.
strategy.
Yes. He would search for his wife in halfway houses and under bridges where she was known to do drugs. Hence the homeless people that she would do drugs with.
Just like a 500-pound lumberjack is coming to under
Walking around your
bridges.
Imagine you're sitting under your daily bridge.
Daily bridge.
And this big man.
Gotta go. This is gonna be bad.
So, so this began in 1994. That's when his wife ran away with their son. And so his first murder, the first 2 murders actually, were 2 homeless men under a bridge that he believed did drugs with his wife. And when he went down to this bridge, he talked to them, and they claimed they didn't know where she was. And he didn't believe them.
Oh, so that's why.
He killed them. Those were his first 2 murders. And he also murdered a nearby fisherman who he thought might have seen what happened.
So
like,
sad.
gotta get rid of that evidence.
Gotta get rid of that.
And so, and these were all murdered with an axe. He,
That's a quite
I guess-
interesting
he was a
choice.
lumberjack.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
500-pound axe man.
Yeah.
If you ever see a 500-pound man with an axe,
Run.
run.
Turn the other
He
way.
won't
Out
run
of
faster than you, but
Get out. Get out.
yeah,
Get out.
get out.
Get out. And so,
We're making another movie. Get out too. Lumberjack edition.
lumberjack edition. Baltimore edition.
Man, that's
And
terrifying.
so, this was before he was an experienced serial killer. These were his first 3 murders. Before this, he was just an angry lumberjack. And so these 3 bodies he just tossed in the river,
Okay.
and they floated downstream.
Amateur.
And so, let's see, where was I? And so,
We forgot the mugs.
we did forget the mugs.
Cut that out, Steven.
Cut that out, Steven.
I just add 3 mugs right here.
And so,
Right here.
perfect. He was thought to be the suspect for the murder of these 3 people, but no physical evidence for the crime was found. And so he had spent a year and a half awaiting trial. He was in jail, and they released him because they couldn't find any physical evidence. So after this,
Wait. So they didn't find the bodies they dumped in the river?
nope. I guess they had just had some type of hint that it was him.
They're like, axe? Any lumberjacks in town?
Yes.
He seems a little angry.
So after this, he began to viciously
It's a strong word.
rape, murder, and dismember drug-addicted prostitutes who, at this point, he was done searching for his wife and son. Now he just wanted to kill people like
Yeah,
his
he's
wife.
just mad.
He was big
And
mad.
And once you start killing, you can't stop.
Oh,
Or so I've heard.
And so, in July of 1994, he met, I believe to be a prostitute, Miss Magaziner, at a bar and lured her back to his home. He lived on a small trailer on an isolated pallet company storage lot in Baltimore. So at this point, he had gotten out of jail, and now he had gotten a job at a pallet company, and he was working on the lot.
I feel bad. She should have known. 500 lumberjack man taking you back to his trailer. There's a lot of red flags. I feel bad, but also.
Do you know what she looks like?
Actually, we do know what she looks like. I'll insert a picture here.
Oh.
Is that her?
Yes.
Aw, she looks like.
A nice woman, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So then why would she go with him?
Yeah. Poor girl.
Judge-free zone.
Yeah, I'm not judging. I'm just
There has to be
questioning. Right?
those- Yeah.
We'll also insert a picture of him here so you can
He
see.
might have aggressively
Yeah, that's what I'm
was
thinking.
like,
Yeah, no, he was known to have that temper, so
yeah,
it was definitely,
lumberjacks.
I don't know.
Can't trust them.
So anyways, he worked at this pallet company, and it was on the dead end of a road, and he had the keys to the gates. So I'm pretty sure he wasn't supposed to have his trailer on there, but he had the keys, so he did. And so he later told police that he had sex with her and then strangled her with an extension cord and buried her in a shallow grave on the lot. So,
No, I don't want to laugh. I laugh because an extension cord.
the nearest,
That's so.
you know how you put the extension cord from the outlet to your bed so you don't have to like
Yeah.
move when you're charging your
That's
phone?
so sad.
I'm sure he did the same
Death
thing.
by extension cord.
Oh, but
It's-
it gets worse.
It's different than the axe, but it's still sad.
Yeah.
Right? That's an extension. Ugh.
And when these investigators asked why he did it, Metheny responded, "Sense of power. I don't know. Vulnerability. I got a rush out of it. Got a high out of it. Call it what you want. I had no real excuse why other than I like to do it. I don't know how to describe it." Now we get to the interesting part of my story.
I'm excited. It's already been quite interesting.
It gets better. So this jail time that he had prior to these murders, that didn't stop him. So he had murdered these two prostitutes, that one, Magaziner, and also a woman named Spicer, I believe.
Spicer.
That was her last name, yeah. And he would dispose of their bodies by bringing them home to his, lovely home, very homey trailer, and he would dismember them. And then, hear this. He stored the meatiest parts in his freezer, buried the unusable parts in the truck lot owned by the pallet company he worked for, and then he would mix the prostitute meat with a mixture of beef and pork, forming them into patties, and then sold them from a barbecue stand he opened on the side of the road.
And people actually bought it.
People
Oh
bought the burgers. So if you
I don't
were
know
in
what's worse.
Baltimore in the 90s and you happened to stop at a roadside barbecue stand, you ate prostitute meat.
You are now. What's it? Yeah.
Cannibal.
I was gonna say carnivore, but I was like, that's not the right.
And so he had killed
Vegans would have a fit.
They would have a fit.
Oh my gosh.
Not only are you eating beef and pork, but
You
prostitute. And so
Wait, I'm just like trying to understand.
insert a prostitute burger here.
Just like the whole thought process behind that.
What's
Medius.
the thought process?
Well, his
That's
thought
like the butt,
process,
right?
Here's his thought process.
Butt
He was
burgers.
thinking, I was scared about these bodies I threw down the river.
I guess that's evilly smart.
It is,
Because you get rid of that.
yeah, exactly. I mean, he'd bury like the
So-
bones and everything that he couldn't hide in that pallet lot, but
So
it's a lot
disgusting.
easier to not hide everything.
Yeah,
And also, I mean, he was making money off the
disperse
burgers.
the evidence.
He's making
Yeah.
money off murder. Like,
Yeah.
it's smart.
It's just traumatizing. I don't know what's
Wait.
worse, the murder or
Now,
making.
did he ever eat them?
No.
Well,
Oh.
I don't know if he ate it, but he does have a quote from his investigation saying the human body tastes very similar to pork. If you mix
So
it together, no
yeah.
one can tell the difference.
He did.
Yeah, he does.
He likes
So
it.
I'm assuming that he was a human eater as well.
Human eater.
And according to him, no one ever complained about the burgers.
Oh no, that's awful.
So, you know,
I don't like that.
you know, imagine a little picnic table by the road. You're sitting, you pull over, you're sitting eating your burger. There's a 500-pound man making it for you. You're like, he's probably like a good old
That's the
grandpa.
First thing is, like, first of all, you're off a road. Guys are sitting at the grill.
Yep.
100 pounds. Scary
Yeah.
looking, bald.
Has an axe nearby.
Yeah.
Exactly. Nice nearby.
See, this is why. I think the moral of this story is, don't eat food off the side of the road. I mean, most can be nice, but you never know what you're getting
It's
yourself
funny
into.
you say that because another quote from his investigation, he says, "So next time you're riding down the road and you happen to see an open pit beef stand and you've never seen it before, make sure you think about this story before you take a bite of that sandwich."
That's so true. You know that there's one
There's
in the
one-
gas station.
There's one right by
Really?
QO.
Yeah, right by QO. It's like by Safeway. in
It's
that gas station.
what is it? It's something 70. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a barbecue stand.
I've seen one here, like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stare down that place. Better not be cooking humans. I'm gonna come after you. Better not be cooking
We have
humans.
like an orchard here, don't we? And then like every year they have like people coming with corned beef. Have you
Yeah.
seen that?
Corned
Yeah.
beef.
Corned beef.
Corned
Corn
human.
And so, eventually they did find all of the remains of the humans on these pallet lots. He did say in a jailhouse confession that he called it his special meat. So I guess when he was running out of this special meat and was too lazy to go buy more beef and pork, just murder another person.
Just right. I'm thinking about his idea when it sparked in his head. Like, I'm gonna make some human burgers.
Yeah. And crazy enough,
And he ate them.
he never did drugs.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
Do we know that for sure?
are the mother and child still
That's
alive?
I don't we don't they were never found.
Oh.
Oh.
What
And
if-
during his
What if he killed his child and made him into a burger?
Oh, so sad.
But we don't know.
conspiracies.
Conspiracies.
So
So
during his interrogation, he willingly admitted confessions to each murder with gruesome details, and he appeared to show no remorse whatsoever.
Oh, God.
And so he was eventually caught in 1996 when a victim escaped him and went to the police.
Mm.
I believe he was trying to strangle her, and somehow she
Death by extension.
wrangled out.
Is it too soon?
And once he was found guilty, he was sentenced to death in 1998. However, after appeal, in 2000, that was overturned and it was changed to 2 life sentences without parole. I know.
Wait, but he's dead, right?
He is dead. So he happened to die in August 5th, 2017, in his jail cell in the Cumberland, Maryland prison.
Did somebody make him into a burger?
Yeah.
So
how did he die?
his death is actually still under investigation.
Mm.
We don't know what's happening. We don't know why. And let me share another
Maybe just
lovely
karma.
quote with you. The only thing I feel bad about in any of this is I didn't get to murder the 2 motherfuckers I was really after. And that's my ex-old lady and the bastard she got hooked up with.
Oh no! Wait, so does that mean the child is not his?
No, I think it is his child. I think she had an affair
Wait, but
Oh.
and ran away with him.
I thought he didn't know.
I guess he found.
so
I that was very his life story was very unclear.
Yeah.
The
And his
clearest
whole
part-
motivation.
Yeah,
And like the way he went about it, that's not.
not normal.
I think he's just trying to justify the fact that he wanted to make human burgers.
Yeah. Maybe he killed his wife. We don't know. Maybe he
Yeah.
wanted to see.
Yeah.
I,
I would not want to be the son of a burger.
you know what
human
I wouldn't want to
maker.
do? I wouldn't want to be, okay, let me paint you guys a picture.
Oh, I'm ready, Bob Ross.
It's it's a pretty terrifying picture, so don't be intimidated, okay?
I'm ready.
You're at a bar,
Okay.
having a drink, 500-pound man walks in.
Oh, walk away.
He's got a beautiful smile on his face, though, okay?
Have you seen insert picture?
Insert
That's
picture, the
terrifying.
other picture. But this man has a beautiful smile on his face this day, okay?
Just show
It's a lovely
Steven.
It's a lovely day. Shariar,
Okay.
this is what
This
you're
is
seeing.
the smile, the creepy smile in the cell.
Wait, what's
The
on
cell one.
Wait, hold on.
You know what I'm talking about?
What is on the bottom of the picture?
It's another guy's
It's a
head.
Wait. Isn't there was
That's one of
another
the
one? That one.
Yeah.
Imagine that coming at you in a bar.
Okay, this man,
No.
he's got his nice dress shirt down, a little unbuttoned, showing a little skin. He's got his chains on.
much skin.
Except this is a smile, okay? A beautiful, happy smile. He comes in, he sits down, he goes, "Is this seat taken?" You
I
say,
go, oh hell yeah!
but you're having a
He
good
been taking up 2 seats.
you're having a good day, so you say no.
I'm probably drunk if I let him.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. You say
I
no,
do
this seat's not
condone
taken.
underage drinking. I'm 21 in this scenario.
He sits down, offers to buy you a drink, tells you a funny joke. You're good with it, okay? Then, the night carries on. You end up dancing, some darts, something like that. And he says, "Why don't you come back to my place?" And you've had such a lovely night with this guy that you're like,
He would have had to drug
Okay.
me. There's no way. There's no way.
just picture, just keep picturing, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You go back, you're walking to the dead end of this road. You see a big pallet company gate.
So
He takes out the keys. He unlocks it. You think, "Oh my gosh, he's the CEO. This man's rich." You're like, he probably has a mansion on this lot. You're excited. You keep walking through the lot. You see some messed up dirt, but you don't think of anything, okay?
Sketchy. You
Sketchy.
hear some owls.
Some square, rectangular patches of
You hear like
rough dirt,
yeah.
but you don't think anything.
You hear like rustling in the woods.
Yeah. And finally you get to his trailer. You're a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Just a little bit though, but you're still like, "I've had a lovely night with this man. Let me go in."
I mean, what bad could happen?
I don't know. Okay?
Only good.
You go into his trailer. The night carries on.
Maybe she thought they were gonna play like Monopoly.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
However,
Little
it's
Monopoly.
not Monopoly tonight. You end up having sex with him.
no.
Okay?
Mm.
And he falls asleep. He's a big man. He's tired. He falls asleep. You
Beside
go
you.
over to the fridge to get yourself a drink
Oh no.
of water.
No.
After
it's
an-
a burger. Oh,
You open the fridge and you see patties, and you think he probably likes to grill,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
But then,
He looks like a grill type of man.
yeah. Oh, he could probably make a
Flipping
good burger.
patties.
He could make a good burger.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
see.
picturing it?
Yeah.
But then you're like, water's lukewarm. I
Uh,
want some ice.
no. The ingredients.
Pull that drawer open. Not.
Oh, is that?
You pull the freezer open,
Oh, is that him?
and there's a leg.
Oh.
Some guts,
You start to
See a
hyperventilate.
head.
You start to hyperventilate.
Run.
You move the leg, and there's an arm.
Call 911.
You run out. You start. He wakes up, and you're over the legs,
No, you gotta be quiet.
and you turn
Shock.
around. He's standing there with an extension
No.
cord. Okay.
No.
And now you're dead.
No, I don't want to be a burger.
And now you're a burger.
No,
And now
that's taking organ donor
you're
way too far.
being eaten by a Moco kid.
Yeah, Moco kids beware.
Moco kids, they be on the side of the road.
Yeah,
In Baltimore?
they be buying burgers.
And that's my story.
I hated it.
There's
Would
just so
you
much
agree
that
with
went
that?
on. Yeah.
It was a roller coaster of emotions.
Was it? Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm quite traumatized. Is that the right word?
Yes.
I never want to see a side of the road barbecue station again.
So, my hint to anyone, do not stop at these sketchy
Yeah.
side of the road food places.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on.
hold on. So I'm wondering, did he have a Google page?
Google page.
Like Google pages where it's
Did he have a Yelp?
Oh
Yeah, like-
God.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Yelp.
Oh.
Imagine
I think that's
you're
like
eating
the
this
first thing I would
burger.
check.
It's like, oh, that's
oh.
a good
Yeah.
burger.
You're like, that's interesting.
I'm gonna leave a Yelp review.
Watch all those people become cannibals. They just like get a little taste.
imagine.
They start there with their loved one. They're like, I have an urge to bite into you, and I don't know why.
Kinky.
Ooh.
Wait, so do we have any like testimonies of people who actually ate at this?
Mm-mm. I mean, if I did, I'd never
I would,
want anyone to
I would
know.
never come out about it. But imagine finding out, like,
They're in denial.
no, but they definitely probably, because what can you do? You've digested it. It's gone through you.
It's gone. You're like, I'm still alive.
They probably didn't release like what place it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just create mass chaos.
can find some Joe
Be a lot of therapy.
burger stuff. A lot of therapy.
It's just a normal Tuesday evening. I swear, I thought it was a burger.
So like you don't get sick, huh, from eating human meat?
I guess not.
I guess it's nutritious. You get those.
I mean, I don't. Oh, yeah, I don't. They definitely deleted his Yelp page.
Or if you even have it, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because if it was me,
They shut
that's
it
the first
down.
thing I would do is look about the safeties.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Some people in Baltimore are crazy.
some people don't come for us. Some people in Baltimore are crazy.
Crazy.
Joe Metheny.
Thank you so much for that. That was
You're welcome.
lovely.
I'm glad that I could tell you that story.